Welcome to More Than a Few Words, marketing conversation for business owners. This is your host, Lorraine Ball. Let's face it, when a prospective customer is introduced to you from someone that they trust, you are significantly more likely to actually close the sale than if they simply stumbled upon you from Google. So, how do you get more of those quality introductions? That's the subject of this episode from my archives, a conversation with Denise Praul from 2020 that's as relevant today as it was back then. Okay, here's the show. And today we're going to talk about word of mouth marketing. Well, actually, we're going to talk about something better than word of mouth marketing, and that is referrals. Because the truth is that creating a referral process will blow up your word of mouth marketing. And I can't think of a better person to sit down with and talk about this topic than Denise Praul. She is the owner of Whiteboard Learning, which is a training company that provides referral marketing training to service-based business people. Her most popular training program helps people create a roadmap to unlimited referrals. And she has trained hundreds of business people on how to create a proactive, non-client referral marketing plan to help them accomplish their goals. And she's going to share some of that with us today. Hey, Denise, welcome to the show.
Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited. We have known each other a long time, but I think you taught probably one of the very first referral marketing classes I ever took.
Yes, I've been at it a very long time. Yes.
So I'm going to say that you're kind of a believer in this whole referral marketing process. Why?
Well, I know from my own personal experience. So 23 years ago, I started a business called Accurate Text Management. And I quickly learned that the best clients that I got were clients that I received by referral. So I decided to really delve into referrals and really learn and understand how to create a system to get more referrals coming into that business. So over the last 23 years, that business has become 100% referral based. And I just know from experience of growing my own business how important that is. So over that time, I created my own referral generating system, and it worked so well for that business that about 4 years ago, I decided to start Whiteboard Learning. And I really have a passion for teaching that system to other business owners.
Awesome. Way back when I was still in corporate and I was working with contractors, I tried to show them mathematically why referrals worked so much better than advertising. And I think part of what it boils down to is when someone is referred to you, you're a little bit pre-qualified. They look at you differently than if they, quote, found you on Google.
You are absolutely right about that. Somebody refers a client to you, you pretty much borrow that person's reputation and relationship with that referral. So when you go in to work with that referral, they already have a certain trust level with you because they have a trust level with the person who referred you to.
And that whole know, like, and trust is so important in making a sale. It doesn't matter. And I build websites for a living. It doesn't matter how flashy your website is if when the conversation comes down to person, if they don't feel like they can trust you, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely. One of the things that I ask people is, would you rather sell to people or would you rather have them buy from you? And you're selling to people when you're out there doing advertising, networking, and building relationships with people. But people buy from you when they've been referred to you so that you don't have to sell. They're already teed up to want to purchase something from you.
Okay, so you have me convinced. By now, you have every member of my audience convinced they need to have a structured approach to referrals. And obviously, this is more than we can cover in a 10-minute conversation. But what I want to do is pick one or two ideas that they can start thinking about, tips they could start using, and then they can always come back to you for more at Whiteboard Learning. But where do they start?
A good starting point, I'd like to say you have to slow down to speed up. And so we really start when I'm teaching that system to people is you have to really understand your product, your services, your business. So we work on the first thing we work on is finding your target market. So it's really important. Yes, you can sell to anybody. Yes, you could sell to everybody, but really where's your sweet spot? Who do you really want to work with? So we really, really work on niching down to what that target market is. Another thing we really work on is teaching people about the benefits that you provide versus the features. So many times people are selling their features, but they forget to tell us what the benefit is. So if I'm out there trying to get a referral for you, two really important things for me to know is first of all, who's your target market? Who do you really want to work with? And second of all, what's the benefit to using your services? That really helps people who want to help you get referrals.
That is so true. And I remember, again, way back in my corporate days, my contractors and my engineers, they would get really excited about things like cadmium plated screws. Now, I got to tell you that to this day, I still don't really get the excitement. And that was the problem. Most customers didn't either because they weren't technical, because the customers weren't the engineers. What they wanted to know was the product rust proof? So, really, that whole idea of figuring out the pain and getting to that benefit of working with you, it works in my marketing and it works in referrals. Okay, so I've got my target customer. I have really thought about the pain points and the benefits of what I do. How do I start building that army of people who are going to refer me?
That's a great question. So many times we're spending lots of time out networking and meeting new people and having coffee meetings, trying to develop new relationships. But what we forget about are the relationships we have already developed and built. Those people that already do know, like, and trust us. And what we have given them is not nearly enough to go out and find referrals for us. So once you get that target market, once you get that benefit, once you understand how to train other people to get you referrals, don't go network and meet strangers. Don't have coffee meetings with strangers. Go back to the people that already know, like, and trust you and retrain them on how to go out and bring referrals into your business.
Wow. It's kind of like shopping in your closet. You get all the way in the back and you find that great sweater that you forgot about.
That's a great analogy.
All right. So you are doing all of these things, but I'm guessing that not only do you have to be working on your referral network, but you have to be working on the referrals that you're giving.
That's absolutely true. Being a taker and not a giver is a really quick way to shut down the referral system in your business. So, you absolutely need to not only be training people on how they can get you referrals, but also when you're having those conversations, draw them out, have them tell you how you can help them. One of my favorite questions at the end of any meeting I have with people is, how can I help you? And to be perfectly honest, most people don't know the answer to that. So you need to really get in there and dig and really get deep and maybe think about their target market, their benefits, and help them know how you can help them.
Awesome. And I think you hit a really good point there when you said that people don't know what to ask for. I think both learning to listen and maybe prod people for really what they're looking for, but also remember that you need a really tight message about what you're looking for and just really tell that story in a way that your referral partners can refer you.
Absolutely. And a really great way to do that is to tell stories. So if you can tell stories about clients that you've helped, that is a really easy way for people that you are trying to mobilize to give you referrals. They can take those stories and they can carry them out and they can tell those stories. And that is another way for them to be able to bring referrals in.
There is nothing like a good story because it's all just theory until you put a face on it and you make it human and real.
Absolutely. That is exactly the way to really get people to where they truly understand what it is you do and how they can help them.
Great tips. Denise, thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. Thank you, Lorraine.
If you've enjoyed this conversation, be sure to browse through our archive. There are more than 1,100 episodes in there. Then subscribe so you never miss another conversation. This has been another episode of More Than a Few Words. Thanks for listening.